What questions do you guys have for me?
How do you feel like the team does match up against Colorado?
Yeah, it was a difficult matchup, but we're gonna have to be at our best in a lot of different ways, and they do some unique things, and I think the goal is to try to stop everybody, but I don't know if you can do that with all the weapons they have, so we're just gonna have to have a complete game from all three phases and put it all together. But I like the matchup. I think just from the matchup itself, we're seeing the players really step up and. They're focused. I mean, it's razor sharp right now. They want to be at their best too, and I anticipate it's going to be. I think we'll perform well. We'll see if it's good enough to beat them.
They're kind of one-sided offensively, really high passing. Their rushing numbers pale in comparison. Does that change anything preparation-wise?
Well, I mean, everybody says it's one-sided if you look at the stats, but they're able to throw short. I think the short throws are extension of the run game, especially with a guy that's as accurate as Shadur is. And so I think that's what they do. They spread the ball out, but they share the ball with so many different personalities on the field. So hard to go against all of them, but it's going to test you a little bit in the coverage, especially for what Jay and what we like to do with defense. But I think we'll see how we actually go through with the strategy on preparing for them. But I think we have some ideas. We're putting some things together, and we've been given some extra time to try a bunch of different stuff, even in practice against our offense. And so we'll see if it all comes together and works for us in the game.
You're 4-2 in bowl games. When you were with Kyle, you were really successful. What's the formula? What's the secret to bowl game success?
Well, I think it's just have a you have to be deliberate about everything that you do. So we have to have a plan for guys that are young, that are redshirting, but that have an opportunity to play in this game. You have to have a plan for those that are down the line that are getting some valuable reps. So we have to make time for that in practice, and then you just have to have everybody just appreciate the role that they're in. So I think we have a good group of young men that love where they're at, love the progress that they're making, and then we have to just kind of separate practices and how we want to see it from the guys that are going to play in the game to the young guys that are going to be all have an opportunity to also the guys that are down the line that need to develop. We need to give them more reps, and we're able to do all those three things.
What's Darius Lassiter's status? One, is he gonna play, and two, will he have to sit out the first half?
Yeah, he's going to play, but he'll have to sit out the first half
Okay.
for the unsportsmanlike in the last game and getting kicked out. So that's just part of the consequences, and you can't get involved in that kind of stuff. It's not a fight; it's a game. So it's unfortunate, but he'll have 30 minutes to make up for the rest of it. So he's practicing. We're working on him getting better. He got some next level potential. So we'll just keep working with him, but we're limited in that game.
How difficult has it been to balance this whole transfer portal opening with preparing for a bowl game?
Yeah, it's just what college football is at now. So I think we can. I know that I've heard a lot of complaints from different coaches and things like that, and they're very valid. But they're all talking for themselves. I think for me, it's just the game. I mean, the guys are allowed to go into the portal. You have to try to retain your roster. That's difficult to do, but I want guys that want to play here too. So I don't think we have to do much enticing for them. And the recruiting part is to speak for itself. But we want guys that want to be part of this family, want to represent this university and the uniqueness that it brings to the football field and them and the platform that they will have. So it doesn't fit everyone, but it fits the right guys, and we can put together a good team when we do it that way.
What do you see as your transfer portal needs going into this next season?
Well, as a staff, we're always looking for depth and always looking for. It's hard to go with the one and dones, to be honest with you. But I mean, we just want guys to compete, so it's hard to do the guys come in and give them a spot. They all have to come in and earn the spot, and then do it the right way. That's a competition, and do it in the field. So we just want to see if they're a good fit for our program, and if they can add to our culture, and if they can thrive in our culture, and they're able to do all those things, and then possibly compete for a starting spot. Then those are kind of the criteria that we look at. But there's guys that I think would really fit off the field that maybe are still have some development to do. We'll still look at those guys. But I think the bulk of the recruiting has got to be in our high school recruiting still and developing those young guys. We're just not going to be able to develop as many as possible as we did before because the roster being limited to 105 at the end of spring.
We've talked the last little while about going into the Big 12 and getting that bump, and you guys have talked about how you've seen that. Now that you're in year two and have had this season that you've had, have you even seen that bump increase a little bit in terms of the interest from outside into the program?
Yeah, I think the interest has always been there. So there's the intrigue and everybody being involved. Now we're in the Big 12. A lot of people have looked us up. So we definitely are getting hit up from a lot of different people from all across the country that probably never really looked into BYU. Now they are, and starting to find that this school fits a lot of people that are wanting this type of life, this lifestyle, and being part of the BYU student life. So it's all working out.
Anything keeping you up at night as far as worrying about the bowl game?
Yeah, shopping stuff and all that, and losing weight. I'm planning to gain, hopefully another 7.5 pounds before I try to lose weight in January. All the same stuff that I'm no different than you, Jay. We're all the same. I'm looking forward to gain some weight next week too, though.
I'm trying to.
We're all trying to lose, but let's just be real. Everybody gain as much weight as you can. In January, we try to lose it. So we're all, and then we just recycle it every year. Yeah.
On the subject of kind of the young players, bowl practices are often used as like a kind of a mini fall camp, like a later fall camp. Is there a point where you transition from a lot of the developmental work into more bowl prep, or do you just kind of intermix it?
We mixed it all together. The week that we didn't know our opponent, we kind of just focused a lot on the young guys, and then developing them, and then also doing the fundamentals with our veterans. But I think the key for us was just everybody progressing. In these last practices, we've had to mix it all together. So we want them to develop and want to take advantage of the extra reps, and extra practices. But the game is really the number one priority for us.
I'm writing a piece on Darius. How valuable has his time here been these last 2 years?
Oh, he's been awesome. Just to have him, you could be around him and you see how his positivity and how infectious his smile is. He has a tendency to want to celebrate quite a bit, and so that kind of filters out to the whole team. And I think he's just been a great leader for us. There's a reason why he was voted as one of our co-captains, and the team respects him. And so he's done some really good things on a positive side, and it extends to the defense and special teams too, not just limited to offense. So he's been amazing for us.
Is Chase coming back?
I don't know. You should ask Chase. He's over here somewhere. Yeah, I'd take all the guys back if they have another year of eligibility. All right.
Okay.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Take it. Congrats on your extension.
Hey guys, how are you? Yeah. Good.
So many of these left for you.
What'd you say?
It's only so many of these left for you.
Oh, yeah.
How would you describe how practices have gone? It's just like week 3, isn't it? What's the general vibe of practice?
I think they've gone good. I feel like everyone's had a chance to get back healthy, and everyone looks faster, and everyone's gaining weight and stuff. So I think it's gone good.
Obvious question for you. Will you match up on Travis Hunter, and what are your feelings about that?
I don't think I'm going to follow him around, but I'm going to line up against him a couple times for sure. I don't really fear anybody, so I'm just ready to come play and just trust my ability. So.
Does it just get the juices flowing though, knowing you've got a Heisman Trophy winner on the other side?
Yeah, just motivation. Always to raise people's draft stocks, and mine and Mark's for sure, and Maury's. So I think we're just going to come out there and play our hardest.
When you look at him, there's a lot that's been said and written about him and everything, but is there anything about the Heisman Trophy winner that maybe people don't talk about enough that you're like, he likes to do this, and that's pretty cool?
He's just athletic. I wouldn't really say there's anything he likes to do more than the other, but he just plays with his ability, and he's a good football player.
So you will line up on the same side, and you won't follow him. That's basically what you're saying?
Yeah. So just because I'm a nickel, I'll be more at the slot. If he comes in the slot, I'll guard him at the slot. So.
I see. What are you hearing as far as your NFL future? Do you have an agent, and are you hearing any feedback about your prospects?
I haven't signed yet. I'm waiting on that. Everything I'm just waiting on. I've been trying to just focus on season and then decide that when it comes. So.
But you'll definitely hope for an NFL Combine invite and hope and go through Pro Day and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever have any thought to not playing the bowl game?
Not really. We saw a video of Dion coming out talking like his players are all going to play, so that was just like, oh yeah, I have no reason to not play, and I just want to finish it out with my teammates. So.
I asked that because that seems to be a little bit of a trend right now. I know there were a lot of opt-outs the last couple of days. You probably noticed. It seems like a lot more players are kind of opting into bowl games. Why do you think that is? Do you think there's a reason? Or?
I think people just realize you might as well finish it out with your teammates. You've been grinding with them for the last 4 or 5 years, and you owe it to them. So.
Dion said that there was a fight in Colorado's practice yesterday. That's how feisty it's been. Have you guys' practices been that spirited and feisty?
Yeah, there was a fight the other day. I mean, we don't really like to talk about fights here, but it's been physical. Everyone's been banging heads, and yeah, it's been physical. So.
Who won?
Good. Who won? Defense won. Defense always wins the fight.
Was it a group fight or just
No, just one-on-one.
Hey, good luck, Dan. That guy's gonna be tough to replace. He's been good for most of this. Somebody to get him up to speed. Everyone's replacing. Last bowl game we were in, tackle to their right. That was him. Which is crazy because he's not that big.
He was the game winner. Such a fun game.
Those days in
I
Mexico.
know everybody. That might have been the best.
you want the big question first or last?
Whatever you guys want.
Let's give it to you first. Is this your last game?
I'm gonna just do the podcast for now on. So that's I'm quitting football and doing the podcast for now. No, I'm just kidding.
There's not a living in that. Let me
No,
just tell
just
you.
kidding. Still decided. I'll announce it this week in the next couple days on social media, and so I'm gonna wait for that.
Is it you're just waiting back from scouts to see where you're at?
Yeah. There's a few things that I want to look at, and then, but pretty set on a decision, and I'll announce it in the next couple days.
Will it have anything to do with NIL or will that play into the decision?
There's a lot of different factors, that I have to take into consideration, and the pros and cons, and I've been able to lay those out. And just this weekend was able to kind of to look at both and pray about it, and so I'll announce the next couple days.
You're obviously going to play in the bowl game.
Yes.
Was there ever a thought of not, or have these always been
No,
guns blazing?
no. Especially this opportunity to go against some of the best athletes, Travis Hunter and all those guys. I'm excited to go up against him and show what I can do with some of the best athletes in the nation. So, for sure, playing.
Put us in that moment. You line up. He's on the other side.
Yeah.
When he's not playing offense, and you got a chance to take him.
Yeah, I think that's what you dream of as a little kid, to go against. I mean, the Heisman winner, which is congrats to him. But that's what you dream of as a little kid, is going up against the best and being able to showcase your skills and show that you can play and make plays against those guys and NFL guys. So just excited for the opportunity and ready to go take it to Colorado.
That notion of opting into the bowl game for a lot of seniors,
Yeah.
NFL players, it seems to be a pretty common thing this year, just across college football, where guys are opting in instead of opting out.
Yeah.
What do you think it is?
I mean, you only get college football once. I think it's such a special experience with your brothers, and the amount of time that I've put in and the amount of time that these guys have put into the off season to being around each other, to gaining that trust and that love. Like, there's just no doubt in my mind or any of these players that we're not going to finish sit out. And that's my mindset. I'm going to play with my brothers. I'm going to love them and show them that I've loved them every second of the way and will to the end. And we're going to go out and take it to them. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun.
You've had 2 years with Darius.
Yeah.
How has he made you a better receiver?
Oh, he's awesome. I love his mentality. He's always kept me accountable, you know, especially when I'm lacking in whatever it is, film or whatever. Darius is always the one to say, hey, let's go. Like, step up. And I think that's the biggest thing. And we've been keeping each other accountable. And it's nice to have someone that you're competing with, especially, you know, when we're both on the field at the same time and during practices and wanting to make plays and be the guy. So he's been such a great role model for me and an asset to this team.
What's someone like yourself doing to stay sharp during this bowl prep and get ready for this bowl?
Yeah, I think just taking every practice like it's our last practice, you know, and cherishing every moment, making every rep count. And it's been awesome to go up against these guys in practice and taking every rep like it's an important rep and visualizing, watching film. We've had all this time to watch film and then visualize in-game situations. So just taking every practice seriously. I think that's been my focus these past weeks, and I've been getting a lot better, which is awesome, and that's what you got to do, especially when we have this time to practice and perfect our craft.
It seems like the offense wasn't quite as sharp in November as it was in October. What have you guys done in kind of bowl prep to get back to that?
Yeah, we just looked at our mistakes that we were making. A lot of it was red zone third downs, and now we've been awesome in red zone third downs these past couple weeks because that's what we've been focusing on and emphasizing. And I think you'll see it a lot in the bowl game. So, been able to just fix the mistakes that we've made the past few games, and then show that we can correct our mistakes and go take it to them in the bowl game. So.
When it comes to factoring in for your decision that you got coming up.
Yeah.
How much of the resolved finish from this year factors into the thought of still chasing a Big 12 title and more for next year?
Yeah, I mean, you always want to finish strong, and I think we're just taking it one game at a time. And A-Rod even said, let's think of this as the first game of the season, you know, and getting the team rolling into next year. And and that's what we're focusing on, is just going one game at a time. That's what we've done all season, getting better. We've gotten better this bowl week. We've taken advantage. We've been excited every practice, and that's what we got to do when we come into the bowl game, is just be more excited than they are. That's usually what happens, is the more excited team wins. And we've had a great few weeks of practice, going to finish strong, and then we're going to go beat Colorado. So.
Anything else? Thanks, Chase.
Yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, see ya.